Don't invest in Dogecoin. Don't even invest in the S&P 500. Invest instead in the SME 500. Invest in you because you will always beat a 10% return in the stock market. And if you think that Dogecoin is going to out-compete your personal growth, you're never going to win. Anyone can get rich fast as long as you're willing to make no money for a long period of time while you work to get good enough to get rich fast. And so I told you I'll tell you that story. The story goes like this. A guy is actually using this as a sales close to an audience. He wrote $1 million on a whiteboard in front of an audience. And so then he called out to a lady in the front row and he said, "How much do you make, ma'am?" And she said, $50,000. And he said, "Okay, well, right now, you pay reality $950,000 every single year for not knowing how to make $1 million. And when I saw that, I realized that the value of the skill of making $1 million is the difference between what I'm making and what I could be making. And people wildly undervalue how much more they could be making once they have a skill. And so if you're the type of person who can actually follow instructions, show up on time, smile, be able to fail and keep going, virtually all education will net you a positive yield. Because let me ask you a question. Would you pay $950,000 to make $1 million and be able to make $1 million every year? Well, that would be an insane deal. You pay it once and you get the skill forever. So every year after that, you make $1 million a year? Well, of course you should. Now, once you make the $1 million a year, are you willing to give 100% of what you make to make $10 million a year? Of course you should. And that's why education is by far the highest return. You can learn how to make $1 million a year for probably close to $200,000 a year.